Gosch went missing on his usual paper run on the morning of September 5th, 1982. And his parents were able to realize something was wrong very early on in his paper route because neighbors began to call them saying, "Hey, where's my paper? I thought Johnny was supposed to deliver it today." And his parents were like, "Yeah, he was on his paper route. He was supposed to have been there." So that was their first red flag when they started getting calls from the neighborhood. So they obviously immediately went to the police, but because there was no like ransom note from a kidnapper, they could not just assume that he was kidnapped. So unfortunately, the police had to wait 72 hours before they declared him missing. And those 72 hours is such an important time period, which is so frustrating. So his paper delivery wagon was eventually found about 2 blocks from his house, but he was never found despite being put on all of these milk cartons. So almost 15 years later, after he disappeared, something very creepy happened. In 1997, his mother made a very strange claim. She said that Johnny turned up at her doorstep one night. It was the middle of the night and he was standing on her doorstep with an unknown man. She said she was sure it was her son Johnny because she checked for a birthmark that he had on his chest and it was there. She also said that she invited him into her house and he sat there for an hour talking to her, but he wouldn't tell her where he was living and he said he was still in danger. But then he walked out the door and was never seen again, so police didn't know whether to believe this mother. Was she going crazy? Did she actually see him? The whole case was very bizarre and creepy. What's weird is that around the time that Johnny was actually taken on his paper route, there were other missing cases about boys who were also taken on their paper route. Very similar circumstances, similar ages. It was like someone was out there targeting that type of person.